Good morning. It's Beth at Ruth Stitchery and ruthstitchery.com. And today we're doing sort of a unboxing without the boxes. We've already taken it out of the boxes for you. And I know you've heard me talk before about how much fabric we see, how much we say no to, even though it doesn't look like it when you walk in our store with all of the number of bolts that we have. And then there are times that we see something on paper or a computer screen and for whatever reason it's not speaking to us, and so we might pass on it. And then, or think that we're going to pass on it, and then you see the fabric in person and you just can't not have it, so you have to get it. So I have spoken about Tilda's fabrics before. I just love how they feel so nostalgic but also fresh and new, and I just love it. And so her newest line, which I thought I was going to pass on, once I saw it, I was like, nope, I can't do it. And it's called Hibernation, and it is her fall and winter line for 2023. And oh my gosh, it's just fantastic. So I made a phone call and said, I messed up. I want this line. Is it still available? And our rep at Brewer was all over it. So she got me the line and the blenders that go with the line. And from that phone call, I had them in like 3 days, which, yay, I just love it. So I want to show it to you. So it's called Hibernation. So just the name makes you feel like this is what happens when, fall, autumn, winter starts to hit, and the colors change out there, and it gets colder, and you think about little animals slumbering for the winter, gathering all of their food and all of those things. So that is what this line, the premise of this line, it's where it came from. And so I'm so excited to show it to you. So there's 3 main animals that she has featured in this. There's a slumber mouse, there is a bird, and then there's a squirrel. And it's so pretty, and I'm just going to show you the different colorways. So these colors certainly are a little bit darker for the fall and winter. And so let me start by showing you one of the slumber mice. I mean, it's so cute. It's so cute. It's so fresh. There's just nothing like it. If you really look at it, you can see that his tail ends up becoming like the twig or the branch of a tree, and it's just curled up in there. There's leaves, and it's just so pretty. It could go for a kid quilt, but it certainly wouldn't have to. And I do love that about some fabric lines that can kind of go in any direction that you want it to go. So this is the slumber mouse, and you can see that it comes in this green. There is kind of a purple magenta color into a navy blue that then brings out some of the pink and the magenta, and then there is the brown and sort of salmony color. So, all of these colors, they're autumn, they're into winter, and I just love that. So that's the slumber mouse. And then this one, I just love what she names them. This is Sleepy Bird. So Sleepy Bird, let me see if you can get up close to that. You can see the eyes are closed. We've got mushrooms and berries, and again, sitting on the branch, but then you've got some flowers, and just the colors are so rich. So this is Sleepy Bird in the sort of purpley magenta color, and then you can see we've got the brown, the green, and the blue. And then finally we have the squirrel that she calls Squirrel Dream. So cute. So here is the squirrel again. This is, it ties it all together that these animals are in the trees, or you're supposed to get that feeling they're in the trees. So here's the squirrel kind of sleeping on a branch. I just love this. He's got his acorns, and then the texture in the background just really looks like tree bark. I just love it. So this is Squirrel Dream, kind of in the brown colorway, and then you can kind of see here we've got it in the green, the blue, and then that purpley magenta color. So those are the 3 animals that she's got in this line. And then the other fabrics in the line itself are the flowers. So she's got 2 different prints in here. This one is called Winter Rose. So it's just the floral print, but then she's got the vine, she's got the tree branches are all in there behind the flowers just to tie everything together. So this one is Winter Rose in the different colorways. And I was reading about this fabric line, and I believe in some of her quilts she actually uses some of these flowers as a background for the other fabric. So it's just lovely. Okay, and then the other flower she has is called Autumn Bloom. So this has a couple of different types of flowers, but again, she's kind of mimicking that circular shape that she had with the mouse behind the flowers, and it's a couple different different kinds of flowers on here. And then again, she has it in her different colorways back here. So those are the lines. The flowers and the animal prints is the line Hibernation. But Tilda always does a blender line that complements a collection. And I had my fingers crossed that I was going to be able to get the blenders with it. Just without the blenders, this one is great. But when you throw in some of her blenders that can be used with it, I just love it. So her blender line for Hibernation is eucalyptus and berries. So remember, this is sort of her autumn and winter collection that she sort of fused together. So those berries for the fall and then the eucalyptus for the winter. And so she's got it in all of the complementary colors. So you can see that we've got the berries, and then we've got the eucalyptus branches that are in here. Or maybe this is the eucalyptus, actually, with the tree. It is. I got it backwards. This is our eucalyptus, and this is our olive branches. So she's got the eucalyptus and then the olive branches that go through. And she's got them in all the different complementary colorways for this. So I believe there's 10 of them. So we kind of have that pink and magenta into the purples and blues. I just absolutely love it. So that's the blender collection that goes with Hibernation. And I know I've talked about before, one thing I love about Tilda is with every collection that comes out from Tilda, they give you free patterns on her Tilda's World website. And so in looking at what her free patterns were, I just wanted to show you one of them. So there's several in there. She's got one that is a wreath pattern that you can either do a quilt or a pillow, and one sort of leans toward those fall colors, and then one is more the winter colors. But look at this one. It's called Happy Holidays. Is there I can probably make this brighter actually. Oh, it's very bright. Can you get close to it? Hopefully there's not a glare, but this is her Happy Holidays quilt. So this is a free pattern using this fabric line on her website that's called Tilda's World. I just love it. And of course I look at it and go, oh, can I make that? Well, of course I can. I don't know if I have the time, but I just love it. And I love that the way her patterns are written too, you don't have to do the whole quilt. You could just pick out and do like a bench pillow with the deer. You could do just a long skinny pillow with the tree and the presents. I just love the versatility of her patterns and the fact that her free patterns are not just squares that you sew together. I mean, she really puts a lot of thought into these patterns when she puts them together. They go with the line, they go with the theme of her line, and I just love it. So this is Hibernation. It's not checked in quite yet, but it will be probably by the time you see this video. So please check it out in the store or on our website, ruthstitchery.com. And don't forget to share our videos. Thanks so much.